Hey guys, Bree here. So we're going to make like a little purse wallet for Ryleigh. I even have some ribbon this time, so we're going to attempt to kind of hang it so she can hold it over her shoulder. Today we went to the store and she was obsessed with carrying around a purse today. So anyways, I have made one of these before, and so I'm just going to kind of make it in the colors that she did her pumpkin in the other day. So we're gonna go ahead and try and make it real quick. Plus, y'all, if you're catching the live or the replay and it is still September 6th, these particular banners are buy one get one free. Okay, so comment the word banner and I'll send you the details. Plus, if you do comment the word banner, I'll also send you the lookbook for all the new stuff that is coming out if you guys did not catch the live. So they showcased some new product today that's coming out. It launches September 14th, okay, but we are doing mystery bundles, okay, and your mystery bundles are due by tomorrow morning before I have to order. Right, and I have to order at 10 a.m. So I'm gonna turn it off probably at 9 a.m. Central Time. So if you didn't get a mystery bundle, make sure you grab one. I've got some that are transfers only, and then some that are full projects. So if you kind of want to see what you're getting yourself into, you can take a look at the lookbook. Again, just comment the word banner. Hopefully, I think it's working. Yeah, comment the word banner and go to supply list, and there will be a lookbook little tab. Just click on that, it'll open up all the awesome stuff. So, hey guys, hello. All right, so how we're gonna do this is, let me move that out of the way. So we've got our banner. I'm just using the 9x12 one, and how we did it before is we kind of folded it up like that, and then it came over, so it's gonna look kind of like an envelope. All right, and so we'll kind of paint it like that. So I'm actually I'll go ahead and press this so I can get the creases a little bit. And you guys can always grab like a banner, and then if you want to grab these little guys, you can. Or you can grab two banners and we can just cut out of the second banner. We can cut out our own little pocket to put inside if you want. Okay. We are due in January. Okay, so Ryleigh has been loving this pink color for her pumpkins. That's what she chose. So we're actually going to do that again. And now that I'm thinking about it, I believe our other wallet was the same color. So that's what we're going to use. Okay, so I actually want to paint the inside of this the same color as this top part. Okay, and I think we'll do it our lighter color. There's still blue on this. Let me make sure I get all the blue out of our brush. Okay. So I'm going to use Marvelous, and then I'm going to use Current Jam. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, and we are using ink, you guys, okay? So ink is going to be permanent. You do need to heat set it. So I'll kind of walk you through that whole process. Okay, but we're gonna put some ink in the lid. And I'm actually going to spritz this lightly. Makes it a little bit easier to paint on. Now, I do have it on an ink mat, you guys, so it doesn't move, and we can clean the ink mat off when we're done. So that's not a huge deal. So I am gonna kind of paint, like I said, a little bit on the mat. Again, not a huge deal because we'll clean it off. Okay. But anyways, if you are on, say hi. Do me a favor, hit that heart button so that way I know you're watching. And comment the word banner. That's our keyword for today. And if it is still September 6th, make sure you grab these banners. They are buy one, get one free. Okay? So it ends up being, if you do the 9x12 banner, y'all, it's $6 for one, and you're getting two. So you're paying $3 for each one. How awesome is that? You can't beat it. Okay. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get the bottom part of this, and then I'll move it to get the rest. This just kind of gives me our line so I can judge where the fold is going to be. All right, so now I can go ahead and undo it, and I can lay it completely out. Let me just spray a little bit of water on a napkin real quick. And I'm just gonna wipe off that wet ink real carefully. Okay, and let's set this banner on here now. Okay, so I have my lines, okay? So now I know where the next line needs to be. Hi, glad you caught us live. When you hit mystery bundles in Messenger, it takes you to notifications. Whoa. Let me check that. You are totally right. You are totally right. Okay. It should be good now, but I will go ahead and put it in, I'm gonna put it in the pinned comment. I'm gonna put mystery bundles. All right, in the pinned comment, I went ahead and put it there, okay? So if you check out that pinned comment, it's somewhere like down here. It says hit the heart button and say hi. If you click the three dots, so that way you can open up the full message, the mystery bundle link will be there. In case you already commented the keyword, it would have given you the wrong link, and I apologize. But if you're just popping on, feel free, comment the word banner, and it will send you the correct link. But thank you so much for letting me know. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Hi. Oh, well, thank you, Rosalind. All right, so again, we are just painting. We are painting our canvas. Okay, I just had to add a little bit more water there. All right, so this is gonna be really cute though. But anyways, did you guys see the new launch stuff? I think somebody said they did. What is your favorite thing coming out? I'm trying to think, like, what is my absolute favorite? I don't know. I love the tray. It's like a cookies for Santa tray. Or you can put like carrots for the reindeer, milk, cookies, whatever you want. And then I love the nutcrackers though. Love the nutcrackers. And what else? Those trees. Those trees were amazing, right? The trees, the sphere trees. So cool. All right, again, we're just painting the background of this, and then we're gonna heat set it in a little bit. So that way it is set in there and we don't have to worry about it coming out. All right, looks good. And we're gonna go ahead and do, we'll do this middle part with currant jam. Too many to decide. Oh, the angels too, y'all. The shadow box is amazing. I hope you guys did see the shadow box is the only thing that it looked like it was gonna be a little bit late. So once that actually comes in, I will let you guys know. But it won't come in on the 14th. So they did say that there at the end. The trees, the side with the candy, I know. Oh, the tassel maker. Yes, the one with the stained glass was super cute too. And that one comes with like a cute little cutout. Well, doesn't come with, it has a cutout with it. So that way you have a little bit more of a 3D look. I thought that was awesome. All right, let's go with currant jam. So I'm just gonna spray it. My currant jam is a little bit thinner than my Marvelous was. So I'm just gonna go straight to the banner for this one. And we are just, I probably should have taped it. That would have been smarter, huh? So I don't mess it up here. Or I can attempt to draw a line. You can try. As long as I don't breathe. Okay. Awesome. The 2D technique on some of their projects, yes. We were at Costco. It was kind of bad timing. We were gonna try and go bowling. Well, I wasn't gonna go bowling, but Robert was gonna go bowling. But when we got there, they had League. So all of their, and I guess this is one of their nights where it's completely full. And this is the first week of League for that bowling center. And so Robert couldn't get a lane, but I was kind of counting on him to bowl so I could watch Launch Love Live, you guys. So anyways, he came back out and I was like, okay, well, I guess let's just go to Costco and then we'll go back home. So I was trying to watch it in Costco. Do you know how hard that is to focus and try and shop in Costco at the same time? Oh yes, that wreath, the new round surface is awesome. All right, so we're almost done here, and then we're gonna go ahead and heat set this. And then I will go on top of it with a pattern. Okay, so that is done. We used Currant Jam and we used Marvelous. Oh, the bottle brush ones too. I thought that was super cool. I hear you, Julie and Wendy, right? Yeah, if you didn't see the new launch, all you have to do is comment the word banner, okay? And I have the lookbook available for you to check out. Or if you are in the VIP group, you're more than welcome to check out the info in there as well. Okay. All right, let me spray this again and kind of wipe off our mess that we had. I think if you wipe off the ink mat right away when the ink is wet, it will be better. If it ends up drying on you, it's okay. You can wash it to make them brand new, or if you just need to wash it and get back your sticky, your adhesiveness, you can do that as well. I use a little bit of Awesome. I'll spray it down, let it sit for a couple of minutes, and then what I actually do is I like to take my squeegee and I just like to scrape across, and it kind of scrapes off all the fabric fiber pieces, and then you just kind of wipe it off. Now I will tell you, try not to use napkins too much because you will wash off that adhesive. So we definitely try not to do that. But if the ink is still wet, you're probably okay. Still wet, add a little bit of water, should be good. All right, so I am just going to quickly dry this Currant Jam part just a little bit. I do have my heat press on. It is set to 250 right now because this is a canvas banner and I don't want it to burn. They just use regular paper. I think they just printed it out on paper. Okay. So we will definitely need to cover it with some parchment paper, you guys, because it's still wet. I'm actually going to put a sheet of parchment, I'm sorry, what did I say? I hope I said parchment paper. If I didn't, I apologize. I'm gonna put parchment paper on the bottom and on the top, okay? All right, here we go. I'm just gonna kind of wiggle it around a little bit. Hi, thank you. Hi, Linda, that's okay. My Currant Jam, I know, is still wet, you guys. So it might come up just a little bit, but we'll see. I'm trying to just kind of heat it as we go. Let's get this top part. Now I am heat setting it real quick so it's a little bit easier for us to go back and use it here in a second. Remember, if you type in the word banner once, it will send it to you. You don't have to type it in multiple times. And how you'll know if it sends you a message is if I like your comment. you'll see this fold by Brie almost immediately like your comment. That way you know that it's been sent to you, okay? All right. So we're gonna bring back our mat. Let's set it on here. I'm gonna press that down, okay? And we're going to bring in this font, this pattern. Hey, Becca. And let's see, happy Wednesday. Thank you, Beatrice, happy Wednesday. All right, so this pattern, I kind of want to make sure I'm doing it the correct way. All right, so what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to go in sections. Okay, so I'm trying to just kind of center this point right here. And I'm gonna get, let me turn on my glue gun real quick because we are gonna glue it together. Now you could use some fabric glue if you wanted to. I'm just gonna use regular hot glue. Okay, and then I'm gonna grab a little bit of parchment or whatever this is called, placement tape, and I'm gonna cover right across there. And I'm gonna notice that it's a little bit crooked. Hold on. So I'm trying to line it up with this piece, this one big like floral piece right here. I mean, I guess I could line it up with the top instead. We could do it that way. All right, so I lined it up right along that top piece. So I actually don't need the placement tape, but I'll save the placement tape for in a little bit because we will need it. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my current jam. Since I am going on top of the Marvelous color, I do want my second color to be on top. All right, so I'm just gonna grab some of this. And if you guys haven't done ink yet and you want to try it, but you think that this may be too big of a project for you, or you want to just grab like a size B transfer, which is an 8.5 by 11, and just try it on some t-shirts or some tea towels, you're more than welcome to. But if you just want to try it, we have tea towel kits that can be shipped out next day. And I believe there should be like a link down below that says tea towel kit. Let me know if it is there. If it's not there, I'll try and get it to pop back up for you. But that's a great way to also try it. It comes with 2 small tea towels just for you to practice with. And it comes with 2 ink colors. Like a little baby ink mat, a mini squeegee, and a little board eraser to clean with too. Okay. All right, so that part is done. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up. Look how pretty that is. All right, I'm gonna set that aside. We'll come back to it because we're gonna use it again. All right. And yes, I used to sell koozie kits, but I honestly feel that they're a little bit harder. So I stopped doing those kits and I started doing the tea towel kits because I felt like you just get a much better feel for the ink versus the little baby one. It's kind of like a tease, and so I wanted to give you guys something a little bit bigger to try. But yes, I used to actually do the koozie kits. All right. So I think we're gonna do the background. We're gonna do the back of this one, but I need to change the pattern and flip it around real quick. And then this bottom one, we're gonna leave it as is. We're not going to do that one. Okay. But look how cool it is, right? It looks cool. That's even cool. Like, you could just leave it like this, huh? But we're gonna continue. We're making our project for Ryleigh. I think I'm gonna go ahead and heat set this, y'all. I think I'm gonna heat set this first. Oops, hold on. I dropped some parchment paper. All right. Yeah, I think you do get more out of the tea towel kit too, because it's like half the price. Well, not half. The koozie kit is like half the price of the ink towel kit, so. Because it doesn't dry as quickly, right, Kim? Yeah, I think that's a great point. I do think that the ink is an awesome thing to do. It's really not as intimidating as most think it is. I just wouldn't suggest doing the biggest project. You know what I mean? This project, honestly, I feel like this project is probably an intermediate project, just because of the amount of times you have to either heat set, just so we're not messing it up, you know what I mean? We're just taking precautionary measures to make sure we don't mess it up. All right, so next we're gonna do this part. And I'm just gonna scoot this over. Let's see. I could probably scoot this up to line up with the bottom. Let's do that. All right, I'm gonna scoot this up to line up with the bottom here. That's a lot harder than you think it is. Let me scoot that over. I think it's because I just have such a small little workspace right now. All right, I'm just gonna slide it up until we get it where we need it. All right, I think that's good. Okay, so I'm gonna set that down. So this bottom part is covered, but I'm gonna take my placement tape and I'm gonna cover up this top part so we don't accidentally get that. And we're gonna take our mini squeegee and we're gonna take our Marvelous colored paste, okay? And we're gonna do the back side. Now, I did want my, my pattern to go the correct side. So the top piece, and the reason I didn't do them both at the same time is because that top piece is gonna fold down in the front. And so I wanted the pattern to continue to be the correct way. So I actually needed to flip the pattern over in order to do the two sides. Okay, so that is why we did not do it all at the same time. But if the pattern didn't matter to you, then you can do it whichever way. I feel like there is an up and a down to this pattern, so I wanted to kind of keep with that. Okay, so I'm going to grab any excess here, put that back in our little jar. Alright. First ink project I did was a t-shirt. You've done a lot since. Yay! Hi, Tina. Okay. You'll hit that heart button for me, please. Ta-da! Okay, so now we have the pattern two different directions. It actually looks pretty cool. You can't, it's kind of hard to tell, but you can tell the difference between the two, right? All right, let's put this. Let's put this in here and clean it real quick while that's kind of drying. So it's super easy to clean if you're new here maybe. You just take a board eraser and some water. I like to soak my board eraser in some water. Usually that's easiest, or you can just take a spray bottle, or you can take it directly to the sink. Okay. And then you take your board eraser and you just wipe down the side with the paste or the ink first. That's what I prefer, and then I flip it over sticky side up and clean the back side off. And I love this pattern too. I love this pattern. I think this pattern would have been great for those pumpkins we did yesterday, you guys. All right, so now that that's clean, I'm going to dry it off a little bit. I'm just going to take a little napkin and I'm just drying off kind of that dirty water that you just cleaned it with, I guess you can say, because that board eraser gets a little dirty sometimes, and you'll just kind of spread the dirtier water. I just like to clean off some of that so that way my transfer sticks a little better. Okay? All right. So our transfer is clean, and I'm actually going to put it back on here. Let me move this. I'm going to set it sticky side up, and then I did put a sticker on the back of this one because our newer transfers, the back of it is kind of a yellow tint, so you can tell which one's the back. But on the ones that don't have that yellow tint, sometimes putting a little sticker on the back of it will help you remember which side is which. Okay? All right, so that's all cleaned. Put that in my little box. Let's bring this back up. I'm gonna put my cover back on my ink mat, and usually it'll start to not stick anymore. All you have to do is just wash it, clean it. Like I said, I use that awesome spray and do it that way, and it works great. All right. Whew. To know what the setup is you have for the cleaning of your transfers, I just use one of these bath foam mats. So it's one of those foam ones, and it's literally just a bath mat. That's what I use, and water. And it just happens to be in the drawer of my desk. All right. So, looks like we might be done with the heat press. Okay, So we've got all of that part done. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of fold that back up, and this is what it will end up looking like, you guys, once we glue it all together. So you've got the front and then you've got the back, which is just a little bit different, right? You can kind of tell the difference between the two there. But I didn't put anything on the bottom part because I just wanted that to stay plain, so the flap stood out a little bit more, okay? Now, before we do that, I do want to put something on the inside to have like a little pocket. So what I'm gonna do is, you can take another piece of banner, and thank you, Tiffany, or you can do one of these. Well, the last time I did one of these, it worked out well. It may not work out well this time, but I was able to pull off some of this inside iron-on. But I think I think I actually got a faulty one, and it worked out well for me. But this particular one goes all the way around. I could probably cut it with an X-Acto knife, but I did use this last time for a pocket inside. And what I did was I just left a U. I left a U on the seams for the iron-on, and I ironed that on, but I cut everything else out here, so that way it would work. But anyways, we're just gonna use this, and we can go ahead and cut it roughly about the same size, right? I probably cut it a little bit wider here, just because I don't have the seams this time on all of the sides, and I will go ahead and cut off the seams from this one end. So I love having these banners. We used to have these really big banners, like the banner refills, and they were ginormous. They were like, we had a 21 by 23 or something like that. I don't know, it was really big. But they discontinued those. So the biggest size banner you can get is a 12 by 18. And those are also, you guys, those are also buy one, get one free, but buy one, get one free ends today, September 6th, okay? But let me look up and tell you, the 12 by 18 banner is $10. And then the 9 by 12 is $6, okay? So this is the 9 by 12. So anyways, grab whichever ones you need or you feel like you're going to need. All right, so let's go ahead. We can put this on in here. You know what would have been cute? I mean, like when you open this, it's not like super cute. So you could paint it, right? What if we were just to do the pattern only on the inside? You think that would hide it? Probably not. I wonder, let's just paint it all one color. I really feel like I need to paint the inside because I don't think I would be happy if it wasn't painted. So let's do this. But the inside, we're just gonna do all the same color. And we're gonna do it quickly. Much quicker when you have to do the entire thing at one time, right? So, and then I think I'm going to do the pocket. I can now leave the pocket the same color. I could go ahead and paint the pocket the Marvelous color. I think that would also work out pretty well. Now, I will say sometimes when you're painting with ink, you may take up a little bit more ink, you guys. You may want to water it down more. It probably would go a lot longer than what I'm doing, which I'm just painting directly with the ink. I should have probably watered it down a little bit more. Would have saved me some, but. All right, so we're just gonna get the edges. Oh, we're gonna try not to move it though. See, that's why I should have used the ink mat. Yes, it does do lowest quantity. I mean, lowest ticketed item. It does do that. So you would have to do just the, thank you for the reminder. That was something we had found out as well. You do get to add whatever you want, so it is kind of a mix and match. So I do recommend get stuff around the same price. And if you need to do like 2 orders to save the most money, shipping is going to be $8.99, so maybe do the math. If you're going to save more than $8.99, then maybe do 2 different orders, one for things that are like around the $20 range, ones that are maybe around the $10 range, because then that would save you that, you know, couple of dollars. Would end up saving you a lot more in the end if you were to buy multiples, you know. Okay, I really actually don't need to do the sides. I don't know what I was thinking there, because we're gonna glue it. Okay, so we are done with that part actually. So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe off that. And let's heat set it. I used Currant Jam and Marvelous. Currant Jam and Marvelous. Let's see. The lampshade. Oh, I did do the lampshade. That was with the vintage rose pattern. I loved that pattern. I think they went away with that pattern too. Do you guys remember the lampshade that we did? Was anybody here when we did that? It was really cool. That's probably one of my favorite projects. It was so pretty. Actually, we did this same one with the lampshade pattern, which was the vintage rose pattern. See, this is why we use parchment paper, because then I can just throw this sheet away. Where if I use Teflon, I would have to throw the Teflon sheet away, and that's expensive. We don't want to do that. Okay. So let's go ahead and get this one done, and then we'll heat set this piece as well. Oh. So this is gonna go right on the inside, and we are just going to glue it down. Nothing fancy. If you sew, more power to you. I bought a little baby sewing machine because I thought it was the cutest thing and I really wanted to try and sew. Y'all, it didn't happen. I gave it to my mom because I needed her to fix something, and so I gave it to her to take, and that was that. That was the end of it. I didn't even use it. You want to try on your daughter's lampshade? I know, I got a ton of projects out of that transfer. That transfer was the bomb. Like, it was so good. It was so, so good. We made shoes, we made the purse, we did the lampshade. What else did we do? We did, I don't even know. Yeah. Ah. The baby's kicking. Still catches me off guard a lot. All right. Okay, now we are done with the hot gluing, or not the hot gluing, with the heat press. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna fold that right there so I have an idea of where this little guy needs to go. Okay. And then, again, we are not fancy here. I am not fancy here. We are just hot gluing this. It's not even fabric hot glue, you guys. It's just hot glue. Just hot glue. It's kind of a little play purse for Ryleigh anyway, so you want to make something a little bit more fancy, by all means, go for it. This one is not going to be that. All right, so I just gave it a little bit of room here as well. So I just kind of put my hand in there, pushed it in just a little bit, so it has some space to put stuff there. Yeah, you can do the heat bond option and put it on there. That's also a great one. Whatever you feel that you want to do, go for it. All right, so this time I wanted to add like a little strap. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I just want to make sure it's going to be long enough. I think that's good. All right. So I'm going to cut it long enough where if I glue it here, I can bring it back around and glue it here as well. Where is the edge? Okay. Okay, let me open that up. We're gonna put some glue here. Okay. And We're gonna bring it all the way across. Let that kind of sit there for a second. Make sure I don't need to adjust it. Okay. And then we're gonna glue this part in on the sides. And I'm just gonna lightly push until I can hold it down. Sorry, I'm putting the glue gun right in the way. Sorry. Yeah, the sides of the banner are sewn. Okay. So, we now have, I think I have to figure out, do I want to glue it? I'll just leave it like that. I probably should have done it where it was at the top, folded at the top a little bit so it bent. Oops, oh well. Oh, I should have painted this side too. I could probably do that still. But I don't have where is the little button? I had something. It may just have to stay like that until I can get like a little button, or I could put a magnet on the back of that. Let's do it that way. Maybe easier for her. So I am going to put a cute little bow on it. Just right there. Okay. And I'll have to get a magnet to put here and there, unless I use the Velcro. I could actually just glue some Velcro on here, y'all. Like I said, this is more of a play purse. Drop a little bit of hot glue on it. Fold it over. Hold it down for a second. Yes, get you some banners. Again, remember, get them now while they're buy one, get one free. That means they're $3 a piece. How cute is this? While I'm at it, I might as well glue her shoe back together. I'm gonna try. How she broke this one, I don't know. I don't know that I can do that. I think I just need to get her some new ones. I think these were already kind of broken or they're too small anyway. But we'll try. Anyways, you guys, comment the word banner. I'll send you the link. But be sure that you grab them now, today. And if you're catching this tomorrow, I mean, $6 for a banner still isn't bad. You know, you just don't get the buy one, get one free, but you can still do it. Yeah, I think that shoe's a goner. I know, it is a cute little play purse. I must agree. Just want to make sure the dots don't really fall off though. Whoops. All right. Okay. Well, remember, if you didn't get a mystery bundle, make sure you grab it tonight. It's going to go away tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, because I have to order at 10 o'clock. And if you want to join the bundle, the mystery bundle, then you can do that. Okay. Let me see if I call her in here. Ryleigh. I made you something. You want to see it? You want to see it? Here, come here. Here, scoot over here. Oh, so they can see you.
What?
Look.
You made me love her.
I did.
What's in it?
Nothing right now, but look, it has a little pocket.
Oh, see?
I did try and fix your shoe, but I don't think it's gonna work. Don't pull it. I don't know, I tried. So maybe.
It's so warm.
It is warm.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Here.
And you fixed my shoe.
And I fixed your shoe.
I'll put it in my shoe pocket.
Your shoe pocket. You like that?
Mm-hmm.
So you guys, the little Velcro worked great. And then we did glue our little ribbon inside. And then it does have a little cute baby pocket in there. So, alrighty, y'all. Well, that's going to be it. Again, comment the word banner. I'll send you the info for this. It is September 6th, so if you want, you can grab the mystery bundle and you can get the banners, buy one, get one free. If it is after September 6th, no worries. You can order from the new launch on September 14th, and then the banners will just be regular price. Okay?
Bye, guys. Good night.
Good night. Club members, if you're a club member and you're going to get the transfer and the words this month, along with the paste packets, I highly recommend you grab a house box frame, okay? So if you're gonna order the house box frame, at least get 2 of them because those are pretty expensive. They're like $24 a piece. So grab you 2 house frames. I wouldn't do the house frames and the banners in the same purchase if you can help it, but yeah. Anyways, this would be super cute inside of, I've seen a ton of people do it in the house frame. So I think that'll be awesome. We did it on a canvas bag and then we colored it in. Well, actually I did color it in. I don't know if you guys can see. And I used like glitter pens. Now I didn't use anything that was like fabric or washable or non-washable. I wouldn't plan on washing it, but then again, I don't know. I could give it a try and see if it stays. But anyways, we'll do that soon. Okay. Oh no, Charlene. I'm so sorry. Okay, guys. Well, have a great rest of your night. Oh, and if you want cardinals, y'all, are low quantity. So when those are sold out, they will return. It's the cutouts. I don't think it's the transfer. It is the cutouts that's low quantity. And that's if they're still in stock. But the cardinal cutouts were low quantity. They are still in stock right now, okay? But they won't be back till mid-October or so, but they will be back. Okay? Alrighty, y'all. Well, hit the heart button for me. Again, comment banner for info, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your night, okay? All right, bye, you guys.